In the business of property management, what is one of the worst enemies we have? Letting a property sit vacant longer than necessary. In property management, time is money. And with any change of tenants, there's going to be some downtime. But an unnecessary downtime is expensive. It costs money. So if we have a property that is not ready, that is not marketed, that is not visible, who knows it's there? If it's not out there, nobody knows it's there. So now your investment property is sitting vacant. Every day that property sits vacant, how much money do you make? Got that nice big zero, right? Well, as you average income and expenses, do you remember in school, anytime you threw a zero into an average, how did it affect that number? Well, we have 12 months each year. And if we have to add an extra zero into any of those months, what's that going to do for our annual average? That's a very painful number. So do we want to let a property sit vacant? In property management, time is money. We cannot afford to let a property sit vacant unnecessarily. So what can we do about that? If the property is currently rented, are we communicating with our tenant to know what their plans are as we get towards the end of their lease? Or did they surprise us that they're going to be moving out and we didn't realize? If the property is currently vacant, do we have a plan for the repairs that need to be done to have the property in a presentable condition? Do we have vendors that work quickly to be able to get the property ready so that we can advertise the property? Because in both of these situations, if we're not prepared, we're losing time because the property is now going to sit stagnant unnecessarily. Having a game plan, being prepared, knowing our timeline, now we have a schedule. Work can be done as quickly as possible, and as soon as the property is ready to be marketed, we can have it up. Now, is that all that's necessary? I put my property up for rent. The tenants are going to beg me to move in. Unfortunately, that's usually not how it works. We have to put the property out there. We have to let people see that it's even available. Maybe there's a neighbor just down the street that has a friend that wants to live in your neighborhood. If they don't know it's there, how can they find it? So we have to have the property ready, but we still have to market the property to let people see it. This is all part of the process. So if your schedule is not where it needs to be, if you're not prepared, if you're not planned, and then it doesn't get advertised, you haven't even started. Do we know how rents are affected? In 2020, 2021, 2022, rents were going up. 2023 was a little different. And as we get into 2024, maybe not as strong as it was in your neighborhood. Maybe in the city you live in, some neighborhoods are doing better than others. That's the market we're in today. Is your property priced right? Somebody might want an extra $200 a month. But if that property sits vacant for 3 months to get $200, did you actually make any more money? Take a moment. Put in a number, say $2,000 for 12 months. Now put in $2,200 for 10 months. Which one of those was a better number? $200 makes a difference. And if you're sitting on a vacant property, it costs you a lot more money than you think it does. Is your property sitting stagnant? Are you not getting the traffic that you need? Are these numbers being looked at? Let's talk about your property. Let's talk about your plan. Let's make sure that we can maximize your property to keep it occupied as long as we possibly can. My name is Baron McWright with Northeast Florida Realty. I look forward to talking to you very soon.